Whew. All right, all right. What's going on, party people? This your man Griff. Oh man. Goodness. Wonderful day. Wonderful day. Wonderful day. Honestly, wonderful day. Um, but every now and then you come into a situation where somebody tries to disturb your peace. And as a business owner, you really, really have to protect your peace. Um, I had a situation where I'm trying to help out a great friend of mine. Wonderful, wonderful person. They asked me for a favor. I was like, nope, yep, I got your back. Boom, boom, boom. Somebody was supposed to call. They called me and they proceeded to go down a completely different road than what I was informed. And as I'm listening to them, I'm like, okay, I already know I don't even want to have anything to do with this, whatever they, what they're talking about. So I told them, I was like, not interested, this, that, and the other. So then they proceeded to want to have small talk. And I'm like, I'm saying to myself, I don't really want to talk. Plus, I had somebody else on the line, one of my channel members that I'm trying to help out with some stuff. And I'll talk about that probably tomorrow. I was going to do it tonight, but by the time I got back from my last signing, I was like, I don't feel like doing it. I'll probably do that tomorrow. I might do it early in the morning because I got to get an oil change and they open up at 7. So I might do it while I'm waiting for that. But, so the person's calling, then they're asking me this information, and I'm like, I already told you I'm not interested. And one of the things that I've learned is that as a business owner, you really got to work toward keeping your peace because other business owners who have something to sell you, who have something that they want you to be a part of, sometimes won't accept no for an answer. And they do what they can to make you feel bad about saying no. They do what they can to make you feel as if you're not being polite, you're not being nice, you're being, as I was told, rigid and sort of like difficult and not flexible. And I'm like, but I just shared with you that I'm not interested. And besides, the conversation that we're having, this is not what we're supposed to be having. Let's have the conversation that we're supposed to be having. And what you have to be careful of is individuals trying to get the last word in on you and telling you something negative about yourself without them understanding the full perspective of what's going on or just them not accepting it. And that's what kept happening. This person just kept, every time they was about to get off the phone, they felt the need to tell me to say something negative about me. Never said anything negative about them. Never called them a name or anything. And people think that if I'm not cussing you out, if I'm not calling you some kind of foul name, then I'm not calling you a name. But when you meet somebody, whether in person or on the phone, and then you proceed to say you're arrogant, you're rigid, you're not flexible, you're difficult, you're, in a sense, calling them a name and assigning something to them that may not be true, and you may not understand what's going on that has caused them to put their defenses up, especially if the reason for the meeting isn't happening. So if you go to a networking event and then next thing you know, they breaking out a whiteboard and talking about how you can, you know, make double diamond and all that kind of stuff. It's like, wait a minute, this isn't it. And then, oh no, 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 no. You need to have a more open mind. It's like my mind is closed because this is something that I already know I don't want to do. Well, how do you know you don't want to do it? Because I just said I don't want to do it. Well, see, you shouldn't be so close minded. And at that point, that's when it's like you shut down completely. It's like, just get out of there. And it's just a tactic, it's a gaslighting technique that people do to make you feel bad about standing on what you've already associated or what you've already concluded that you want in your life. And that thing there is not it. And sometimes it's hard because you don't want to seem rude, but sometimes when people don't accept you telling them no, you sometimes got to get a little bit rude to bring home the point that, hey, I'm serious. I'm not interested. Well, why aren't you interested? Can you share that with me? No, I don't want to share that with you. I don't have to share that with you. And that's the part that a lot of people don't understand, that if you ask me, am I interested, and I share with you, I'm not. To me, that's the end of it. But for a lot of people, it's like, well, can you give me the reason why? And if I say no, I'm not giving you the reason why. Because really, I just don't want to. I don't have to give you any specific reason why. And of course, there may be the chance that I don't really have a reason, except for the fact that I'm saying now I don't want to. So leave me alone. Let me be. And some people cannot do that. They have to make you feel bad about saying no. And they have the hopes that if they can get you to just sit there and listen to them, you'll realize the great big mistake that you made and not listening to them, or you could have. And you also have to be careful of people who will gaslight you with saying, well, see, man, I do other things that I could have provided some business, sent some business your way. And they do that to make you feel bad about putting your defenses up. And it's like, well, you called me for this, and I'm not interested in that. So, and then you're pressing me about something I'm not interested in. What makes you think I would want to work with you anyway? Well, I'm just saying I got, other things going on that I could have sent some business your way. And it's a gaslighting technique to make you feel like you're missing out on an opportunity. But in essence, it really isn't an opportunity, because all they want to do is try to use that guilt trip to swing you back around to what they originally called you for, which was ... And as a business owner, you have to be ready to just stand your ground and tell people no. Well, everybody else is buying this course. Everybody else is going to this conference. No. Well, why? It doesn't matter why. My answer is no. Because at that point, that's where they want to talk you into something that you've determined is not a benefit for you. And they should respect that. And the problem is people have not learned to respect that. And partly is because people wish they could say no, like you are saying no, but because they don't have it in them to say no, they don't want you to say no. They want you to be locked in, like they're locked into this thing. And I'm like, no, you're not going to lock me into it. I don't want to. Well, can you explain to me? Give me a reason. Give me something. Why? Because you're looking for something like, oh, I know what to say. Let me hear. My script says to do this. I don't go that route. So I'm just encouraging y'all to be able to stand. And just something in my eye. That's why I'm blinking so much. As my mom used to say, it's sleep in your eye. That's why you blinking so hard. You got sleep in your eye. I got to do some doc prep and then I'm going to bed. And well, I don't even know what time it is. It's like 10 something. But I just want to share that with y'all. Take it for what it's worth. But I'm telling you, you're going to have to learn to just tell people no, stand by it. Even if the crowd goes in a particular direction, you got to be willing not to go in that direction, especially when you see it's not beneficial for you. And even if you see that there's a benefit, the question is now the right time to do it for you? It may be cool to walk down that path, but maybe you need to walk down that path either by yourself or with another group of people, because the current people aren't the right people to walk down the path with. Walking down the path with them may lead into death and destruction. But if you wait to these other people, there might be life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. And if you realize that, then you got to stand by that. And that's what I'm trying to encourage you to do, is to stand by your decisions to do or to not to do something after you've done the proper research, prayer, meditation, so forth and so on. So that's all I wanted to share with y'all. Y'all have a good one. Greatly appreciate y'all as always. Y'all have a good evening. Peace.